Let's see if you do know all about Naismith, Finn Kaufman. What's up, man? All right, I just got this thing revved back up. Like, my whole thing was just like crashed. It was crazy. But I still don't know exactly what I'm doing here, which is why this is still not perfect. But I will learn, as you guys will learn too. How you guys doing? Got a show for you that may or may not work today. Because normally I have time to practice it and stuff like that. But and again, if it messes up, it messes up. It is what it is. But let me know how you guys are doing. I'm watching the homework stuff. I'm watching the trivia stuff. I'm watching the challenges that you guys are doing. As always, I'm going to go over the book thing as well. And hopefully this thing works on my end. And we'll see if it works on your end. All right, first things first, let's start with the quote of the day. All right, any of these things working right here? No, I don't think so. All right, so we'll go with the quote of the day. It is, pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. I like that because, you're going to get hurt. I mean, it happens. But if you fear that you're going to get hurt, you're going to run into so many other problems that you're going to be playing soft, very passively, right? And if you play soft and passively and play like hesitantly, ironically, you're going to get hurt. But if you play like balls to the wall and just go for it, those are the people that don't get hurt. Best example that I can think of right now is a drunk driver. As sad as it is, drunk drivers get into car accidents, and they're the ones that live because they don't like tense up because they're just loosey-goosey. So I'm not saying to drink and drive, but I am saying to play without fear. All right. But and once you get the fear, the biggest part of this quote is once you get that pain, the pain that has to happen, okay, you can choose whether you're not to suffer through the pain. All right, suffering is optional. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. All right, the pain's gonna happen, but whether you sit there and just like worry about it and worry about it and worry about it and feel sad about it, and talk about it and things like that, that's when the pain disrupts your life. All right, but for me, if I get a twisted ankle, I tie him up tighter and I keep going. All right, because again, pain is going to happen. I was waiting for the pain to happen. I mean, when I'm not in pain, I think that it's a weird thing. All right, but suffering is optional. Don't forget that. All right, first things first is none of my little buttons are working. It's okay. I can do it the old school way by clicking. All right, we'll start with the elementary workouts. Hopefully it comes up. There we go. All right, we have reverse layups, baseline out of bounds for shots, loose balls, press break, walk through, 49 seconds, down by 3 with free throws, and 5-on-5. I took out the loose balls, and the next 10 workouts that I'm gonna be doing, the 10 days of workouts, because that's a hard thing to just establish. I mean, I remember doing it when I was in 6th grade, and our coach, he was an idiot. He would just have us just dive on the floor just to practice loose balls, and we were all in pain. Pain is inevitable, but you don't have to cause it. You have to teach people how to dive correctly, and then have them do it. You can't just go out there and just say, just jump on the floor, because kids don't know what they're doing. All right? There's an actual way to do this, and you have to get as low as you can to the ground by bending your legs, touch the ground with your hands first, sweep like this, and then reach like that to put it all together. All right, so loose balls, I took those out, but I might add it as just a regular additive if this thing goes well, where I have players who are kind of tough. All right, so I don't know if I'm probably going to do that. But loose balls is a very, very important play, and there's 2 different ways to do it. There's the in-play one, which is when you're diving on the ball, diving on the floor first, and then getting to the ball. And then there's the out-of-bounds one. All right, and the out-of-bounds one is tough. You don't want to practice it by jumping out of bounds, but you can practice it by jumping over the half-court line to where it's safe. But you would jump over the line and touch the ball while it's in the air, sweep it underneath your body, and land on the side of your arm and your leg in a sliding motion. All right? Keeping your head up off the ground. All right, so that one's very complicated, but again, it's something that you guys can practice on. Probably not outside, only on the indoor. So there's so much to do about that I'm not going to include it. Anyways, reverse layups, being able to score on both sides of the basket. Focus on speed, footwork, and position. Baseline out of bounds for shots. This is just our out of bounds play. Any kind of out of bounds play. You want to be able to pass with the either hand, be able to twist your feet, be able to cut hard, be able to screen well, screen and then look at the same exact time. Be able to read the defense, which side of you that they're playing on, where the open spots are, all that stuff. And we would do this for just shots. What else do we have? We have press break walkthrough. This is where we're on the outside. And again, I don't know what's going to happen if I press some buttons, but we can try the press break walkthrough. And let me see here. Again, I hope it works. Man, if it doesn't work, it's my fault. All right. But there's this guy that's actually helping me. His name's Antonio. He's the smart guy. He was here the first day that I did this stuff, and I told him that the program wasn't working today. And he logs in from his home computer like right away, and like started messing around with it with my computer. He's a genius, but he got it working like just in the nick of time. But everything is not up yet. But yeah. So anyways, we'll see. Let me see. Where am I? All right. So here's the iPad. I think, is this gonna work? That's showing. Let me see this. Windows capture. I got to go right here and then click on. There we go. Nope, not that one. Wow, this is so hard. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to do this and go like that. How about that one? Nope. One more. This one. There we go. I got it. All right. Anyways, so for the press break walkthrough, again, we want people to be right here, right there, right there, right there, and right here. All right. And what you're going to do first is screen across. All right, you screen across, you can split back, you can do whatever, but just make sure one of you guys gets open. If you screen right here on the bottom side, you want to stay on the bottom side. All right, and then you want to rotate to the basket like that, or to the ball like that, and have this guy do the same exact thing on this side. All right, the ball should be passed to either one or this guy or that guy. All right, and let's say that it's passed to that guy right there. We want to make sure that the opposite person is flashing to the middle, and you want to flash to the middle because the defense might follow you. All right, and if the defense doesn't follow you, then you can take care of business. All right, so what you want to do if you want to take care of business, this guy right here wants to sprint all the way up the court, all the way right here, all right, to kind of lead the defense there. Or if the defense doesn't follow him, that pass can be passed long. If the defense does follow him, he's all good. But again, if the ball's right here, then this guy catches it, sprints up the court. This guy right here, he gives him some space. All right. This guy right here always wants to stay ahead of the first player with the ball. And this guy back here, he gets behind the ball. I always want to be behind the ball. So then when the ball's passed from him all the way back to him, then he will be going forward, and this guy will be going backwards. All right. As always, this guy will just be back here roaming for open shots or just to occupy the defense. And then now this person will be able to flash up, and the opposite person will be able to flash forward. And again, that's just our out of bounds plays. Again, I'm seeing if I can properly do this without messing it up too much. But yeah, so that's our baseline. That's our press break and the walkthrough on the press break. You just have to make sure that the opposite half court person flashes to the ball. No matter what your play is, unless you have a super duper point guard who can break it by himself, you want to be flashing to the ball, sprinting at least to occupy the defense. If you can get the ball to the middle of the court and then pivot and then pass ahead, that's how you can break most any press break. All right, moving on to the next thing, we have our homework section. All right, I modified the homework section as well. Again, it's not going to be perfect, but our homework section, here's what you guys have been doing. Not updated. It is updated, but you guys have not been updating your own. 134 scissor dribbles in a minute. I saw Finn said that he actually got 125. He might have counted them. I like that. Sprint dribble cone touches by Dylan DeVinny. Great job with that. Triple cross repeat. All right, and all this stuff is for you guys to get better. All right, so let's make sure you guys are posting. Again, this is what I see. This is our homework box. This is how you create an inspirational story, I guess, to inspire your teammates. So like whenever Matthew Dellavedova gets on a team, it pushes the entire team. Whenever Kobe Bryant has a team, his work ethic inspires everyone else. But your work ethic isn't anything unless people know about it. So you can practice it by doing this. I did see your 5-week challenge right there, Finn, at the top. Anyways, great job with that. Let's move on. We have The pick of the day, I have no picks of the day. All right, so I'm skipping that one. But we do have, I have all these things in order, and right now it's an ad. I just want to see where it goes to. Here we go. Hurdle drills, they're dope. I like them a lot. We do hurdles for our combines, and it's as quickly as you can go, of course, back and forth. And the hurdles, it's a great basketball thing, because in basketball, you don't need to just be able to jump. It's not like high jump. You need to be able to quickly jump. All right, because if you collected all your strength and energy and then jump one time, that's not really basketball. All right, basketball is jumping like that, or jumping once and then landing and then jumping again immediately. All right, so that's what you have to be able to do. All right, let's move on after that. Do I still have you guys out there? Is anyone commenting? I don't even know. All right, let me know if you're commenting out there. I can refresh my chat, just make sure, because I don't ever remember you guys being this quiet. Anyways, because if I'm not on talking to anyone, that would be a waste of time. Although I do see that it's recording. All right, but yeah, so if you guys can't hear me, let me know. I mean, shoot me a text or something. Let me see if I have any text. Okay, just making sure. I just got a text, actually, but that wasn't about you guys. All right, next thing. We have our middle school workouts for the day. All right, so for the middle school, we have... I'm still here. Good job. Okay. What is that? The middle one's all messed up. That's so weird, but it's okay. Buffalo drill layup, or Buffalo layup drill. That's 3 give and go passes up the court, call out names. As much as I hate this drill, as most of you guys might know, it is crucial because people just suck at it, man. Passing the ball ahead while on the move, catching it and then passing it again is a lot of coordination that you have to have. All right, so you can practice that with your friends. If you have a court, you can do it as a team. But you can, I don't know how you can do it off a wall, but you can probably practice off a wall if you're fast enough. Throw the ball ahead off the wall to yourself over and over again, trying not to slow down your speed. All right, so the Buffalo layup drill would be going around and around and around. I don't like it because people stand still in the middle and they're just practicing easy pass. But then I see kids do it and they suck at that pass, because hitting somebody on the run, I guess, is a skill. All right, so it should be an easy skill, but dude, just take care of it, okay? And you should not be going slow or even stepping side to side. It should be a full-out sprint, turning side to side, passes on the money, and then your layup, the bounce pass in the end is perfect. It doesn't make the guy slow down at all. Points in the paint. Made free throws, add 1+ point to the pot. That means points in the pot. Sorry, that's a free throw game where if you make it, there's a point in the pot. If you miss it, however many points in the pot are taken from your score. You start with 7. First one to get to 0 loses. I don't know what the next one is. The flat show, so I'm guessing handoff. So the dribble handoff, you do a flat show. Contest shots. Make sure whenever you contest shots on a fast break, you're going to make sure that your hands are up and you're walling up and you're not fouling. All right, you want to make sure that whatever side that they were going to shoot on, you're going to make them shoot on to the other side. You say you hate the drill every time. I hate it every single time, man. All right, but the contesting shots, 1, on a fast break, you contest shots by making them spin. All right, 2, contesting shots in an actual half court defense. You want to make sure that your hand is in their face, not going for the block every single time, but your hand is in their face for every single shot that's shot. It doesn't mean that you don't have to block their shots. You just want to make sure that whatever their shooting percentage is, it's 20 points lower because your hand is in their face. NBA 2K, since I just played that I've only tried it one time. It says what percentage of their shot was contested. It can be like an 87% contested shot or something like that. So that's basically how I see it. And you want to make sure that Kevin Durant, if you're guarding him, is only shooting 80% contested shots. Yes, he will still make them, but you want to make sure he's shooting with the least chance to make it as possible. So then instead of him scoring 80 points against you, he only scores 60. Perfect. All right, so just contest shots. 0 to 3 seconds, down by 3 with free throws, solid out of bounds. So if we get the ball back, let me see, with free throws, so sideline out of bounds, that means that if they shot free throws and we are down by If we are, yeah, if we're down by one and we have the sideline out of bounds shots, we want to make sure that we're getting, like with 2 seconds left, we need to get a solid screen, pass the ball to the post or to the outside, and it's probably just a catch and a shoot. Maybe a pump fake, maybe one bounce dribble, but you have to be a hell of a player to do that. All right. If you're down by three, now it has to be a catch and shoot most definitely, and you got to get a 3-pointer off, and it can't be a pass to the inside as well. Defensively, what we want to do is I would say don't foul them. Because they should be catching and shooting right away, especially with 2 seconds left. Some people like to play that foul game. I say make them make a tough shot to beat you. Especially if you're down by 3. But even if you're down by 2 or 1, make them hit a tough shot to beat you. You don't want to do the foul game. All right. Last one is Olympic drill, one of the best drills ever, but overran. 3-on-2, 3-on-3 with teams because it makes people think. I like the complexity of it. But also, I like the sprinting aspect of it. I also like that it's a scored game. And then I like that you have to think about it because 3-on-2 should be buckets. Just buckets. It should be I dribble forward as fast as I can. I bounce pass for a layup. And then that guy either has a layup or he passes back to me or to the opposite guy for a layup or back to me for a jump shot. And if it goes fast enough, the guy running in late has no time to catch up. So 3-on-2, 2-on-1 should always, the 3-on-2 to 3-on-3 should always be a layup or a jumper. That's it. But when you start passing 3 times, you guys suck. Or as a defender, you want to make them pass 2 or 3 times because that means that you basically won no matter what happens. If they're running an offense in this, they suck. All right, let's move on. Next one we have is I was going to go with our strategy. We can go with that. Let's try the strategy one real quick. Here, so I can show you the 3-on-2, 2-on-1, and I'm with this one right here. Let me clear this, and let me try just drawing it out. All right, so basically you have 3-on-2, 2-on-1, and you have a guy right here, and guy right there, and a guy right there. All right, and then on defense, your defenders are here in here. All right. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you occupy the defender by always coming down the middle. Don't pass the ball too early. Don't pass the ball until about right here. All right. And as for these guys, they want to run the lanes wide. Don't get in tight. Run it wide, and then you want to start going to the basket now. All right. Same with this guy. Runs it wide. Starts going to the basket now. And if you do pass them, you want to pass to them early, all right, so that you're passing to them right there, not here where they are, but right there where they're going to be. All right, so if you do that, that means that this guy right here, he should be moving over to stop that person. So once this guy right here has the ball, that should be buckets for this guy right here. All right, and the only person who's going to stop him is this guy. And in that case, this guy should be right here on the strong side elbow for that shot. And no matter who their last person is, who's running in from right here, no matter who he has to run from right there to right there, then right there to right there. All right, and that should take him more time than it took you because he's not allowed to even pass by the half court line until you do. All right, so make sure that you're running this little thing well enough because during games, it's the split-second decision that you're trying to make. It's a split-second decision that you're trying to show your coach that you understand so that when it happens in a game, that you're on point. All right, so this particular drill, it's very important at every level. I think even the pros run it, and it's to show you that you have quick thinking skills and that you're able to finish in a strong lane and that you're able to do it's like 4 things. It's dribbling fast, finishing strong, going to the weak side or going to the strong side elbow, and then sprinting on defense. It's to show those 4 skills off. And if you can't do any of those 4 skills, or you screw up in this drill and you can't do all those 4 skills, then you kind of don't deserve to be on the team. So show them that you deserve to be on the team by mastering this drill. And this is why a lot of people do run it a lot because it is pretty important, but you don't need to run it the whole practice. And it's also very, very fun too. All right, so that's that. Next up, we have, where are we? our trivia for the day. Again, I don't know who's on. We only have one person on. You know what? If you show up every day, you deserve it. But let's see if you can actually get it. Since it's only you, Finn, I will let you use Google, use whatever you want. But I'm going to give you a 3-minute countdown. You get 3 minutes. All right. So you get to three minutes to figure it out. Let me start my countdown timer in a second. Not yet. All right. So 3 minutes, and I'm going to see if you can figure out the question. All right. So I should put a countdown timer here too, but again, I'm not fancy yet. All right. So the trivia question is, where's my trivia page? Right here. All right. So we got the trivia question, and I did it randomly. You're not going to use Google? Promise. Okay. Hey, this one's a hard one. All right. So as I sent out earlier, it is from the bottom section, the extra section, okay? And it's from the James Naismith thing right here. And I chose the bottom one right there. And it's the James Naismith video. So if you watched it, you should have a head start of this one. And the question is, now James Naismith, they talked about how it started in the wintertime. And it was a game because they were like, we're not going to play outside. We need to show you guys. We need to like come up with a game that you guys can play on the inside. This is actually the third invented game that was played on the inside, and the other two just didn't kind of pan out. But the question is, when James Naismith came up with the game, they didn't play 5-on-5. What did they play with? How many people were on each team playing at the same exact time? It wasn't 5-on-5. And again, you have 3 minutes, so I guess you can just like type in every single possibility. But let's see if you actually remember it. And the guy in the video brought it up like 4 times. Even in the end, he made like a joke about it. And it was kind of ridiculous. So what was it? Was it 0-on-0? It was not 0-on-0. It was not 50-on-50. And again, if I'm getting this late, it's because of the buffer time, so that it doesn't lag. All right, but again, you have like 2.5 minutes. You're good. All right, and if Blake chimes in later and saying, "Yo, I didn't have a chance," he's a dead liar because he's not even here right now. I mean, if he's watching the replay, screw you, Blake. We're right there. All right, let's get out of this. So, you like my trivia question setup? I got the trivia right there. I'll make this green screen thing better. I'll be right here. Let me see. I should be like right here in the middle. 9-on-9 or 11-on-11. Well, which one do you guess? Oh, were there 2 options? Is that what you're trying to say? All right. Let's see. Strategy. That. It was definitely 9-on-9. Could you imagine that? 9 versus 9. Now again, he was just guessing. Final answer. That is correct. Now, he was just guessing. He was trying to figure it out. He came up with 13 rules. There were 13 rules that he came up with and just launched the game. You think that basketball has more than 13 rules? Hell yeah, it does. So he couldn't really come up with anything. It actually took him like a year to add dribbling. So, I mean, it wasn't like really just a game of games. He's Canadian as well, so it's not even an American invention, right? It's weird. But anyways, 9-on-9, 9-on-9 basketball. They should just do that one time a year for the NBA just to like honor the guy and put 9 guys on the court. I wonder what the game would look like. There'd be like no shots. It'd be really hard to drive too. I don't know what you could do 9-on-9. I've seen little kids do it, and it's insane. Like, they can't move anywhere. So imagine like big, huge grown adults trying to do it. It would be crazy. Anyway, let's move on to the high school workouts. That is elementary. It says elementary. See, I gotta adjust this, man. I gotta adjust this. You know, I can do it right now, just because I'm not going out like that, man. I can't. All right, so let me see. I have this. I need an image. I need a new image. We're going with high school. Add source, and then where's my high schoolers? Right there. Look at that. Take this. Delete that crap. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, there we go. And high school. There we go. All right. Oh, that was my 3-minute timer done. All right, so You answered it way in time. Springfield, Michigan. Really? I didn't even know that it was Springfield, Michigan. That is crazy. Anyway, high school stuff. We have star passing. Another hated drill of mine because it's so easy, but again, kids suck at it. Post catch, quick finish. One of my favorite drills actually, because it's very, very like, it's just like you have to be perfect in it, and I like perfection. And when you do this stuff, I have to remind myself now when I do it, because when I catch the ball on the inside, I have to remind myself, if I go up strong, people are trying to avoid me. I always think that people are going to try to block my shot and things like that. I don't know. So you're probably thinking the same exact thing. Don't think like that. You catch, you go forward, and you pivot, and then you jump into them. They have to avoid you. You're not trying to avoid them. Then we have 3-on-3 defensive positioning, ball swing, and cut reactions. 3-on-3 defensive positioning, it's a very, very important thing. All right. Where we want to make sure that we jump off to the ball if the ball is being passed from the top side. I might as well draw it out real quick. Let's see this iPad. All right, let's clear it. All right, so there's a few different sides. We're here, there, and then we're here playing defense. All right. Here, and here. All right. As the ball gets passed, what can go for a ball? How about an actual ball? Just like, do it. All right. So here's the ball. As the ball's passed right here to right there. Can I go down, please? There we go. All right. All right, as the ball's passed from right there to right there, we have to make sure that this guy jumps off to the ball. And then this guy jumps off to the ball. You know what? This is annoying. There we go. All right. And then as this guy flashes through, you want to follow him out. As he goes out, you want to follow him down. And then you go out. This thing is hard. All right. Anyways, the trickiest part is as this guy right here comes up, you don't want to jab him. All right. You don't want to stand in his way. You want to jump off to the ball and be here by the time he comes up here. All right. And that's how you stay in position. You have to react before they start moving. All right, so your job is to react before they stop moving, or before they start moving. All right, that's the main thing. And whenever you play 3-on-3, again, you want to give them no drive angles. And I don't know if you saw the college games, but like Gonzaga and all those guys, whenever anyone drives, it's why I don't like college basketball. It's impossible to drive. There's always someone there. And you have to start anticipating it as soon as he crosses the 3-point line. You want to start showing up. All right. So as long as you think that way and react that way, you will make a team, because you'll be able to do things that other people can't do. All right. Let's move on to the what do I have here for the, where are we? For the movie of the day for the 8th grade, since it's the 8th, we have. The 8th grade movie is Hardball. All right, Hardball for the 8th grade movie. I have no time to pull it up, but Hardball is with the guy from The Matrix. He's the coach. All right, it's a white dude, and he's coaching a whole bunch of black kids. It's not your just typical movie like that, because it has a few typical things in it where like the black kids are like one's like a gang member and stuff like that. But really, it's like a pretty heartwarming movie. All right, it's fun. The team's actually like not that bad, so it's not like a rags to riches story. The team's not that great either, but they need a coach, and this guy stood up to coach, and kind of a love story in the middle of it too. But overall, it's just a good, solid movie, and I would highly recommend it. Don't watch it with anyone who's apt to cry in movies, but I think it's a solid movie. It might inspire you to want to do some stuff. There is one cool thing. My favorite part, probably everyone's favorite part, besides the little kid who's awesome. There's a tall guy who's like, I think he's deaf. I haven't seen the movie in a while. He's like a deaf pitcher, and they have to like. Of course, he's awesome, right? But they had to like make some like adjustments for him. But it was really a cool part of the movie. Anyways, you guys keep on posting stuff. I'll keep trying to improve on my end. Hopefully, you guys keep trying to improve on your end as always. And Finn got the trivia right for today again. So you are now leading 4-0. I mean, will anyone ever beat you at the trivia, man? I mean, you're just big time. Yeah. Anyway, that's all that I have here. Here's the trivia leadership board right there. Finn Kaufman, and now he's moving up to 5-0. Congratulations, Finn. And I will see you guys later. Good luck and keep going. Let me know how everything's going too, guys.